What's going on, guys? Today we're back with a new video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at whether Dead Matter, the new zombie survival game that's coming out, will it kill DayZ Standalone? So over the past few weeks especially, a lot of people have been wondering, will this new zombie survival game called Dead Matter kill DayZ Standalone? So a lot of people think that DayZ Standalone is the king of the zombie survival games at the moment, and it is one of the better ones out there. I think it's one of the most popular ones out there at the moment in terms of player numbers, and a lot of people have been hyping this new Dead Matter survival game up, saying that it's going to kill DayZ Standalone and it's going to be the new king of the survival games. So today we're going to go and just kind of have a look of what people have experienced so far in the closed alpha of the game. We're going to talk through it, so let's get into it. So first of all, we may as well take a look at what the actual game is about. So this is taken some of this from the actual trailer that is on Kickstarter about the game, showing it off. So Dead Matter Dead Matter is a zombie sandbox survival game. It's based in a town in Canada. I can't remember the name of the town, but it's based in Canada. They say the world is going to be 400 kilometers squared. It has a lot of PvP elements as well as PvE elements. There's going to be AI and zombies. You can reclaim buildings. You can move all the furniture around in those buildings. You can barricade the buildings, so basically base building. You can build in different buildings like warehouses and gas stations as well. They do say they're going to have vehicles. They showed off a bicycle and they showed off some cars and jeeps and the like. There is also a plane in the game, but not really working at the moment. There is also a snow element to the game as well, so there'll be different elements, weather elements and stuff as well. So that's pretty much the game. It's pretty much the trailers like any other zombie survival game out there. They just show off their zombies, they show off what they say the game is going to have, and most of the time, 99% of the time with all of these zombie survival games, there's never anything there. So all that trailer hype, and everybody's hype about it, and there are a load of YouTubers hyping the game up saying it's going to be great. Then the closed alpha came out 19th of August. The closed alpha came out, which only a few selected people could actually showcase stuff in the game. So people had to go through the Dead Matter partner experience to be able to be allowed to show off the game. Everybody else was under a NDA, so they could not share the game at all. And from what I'd heard, 50,000 people had signed up for this, so 50,000 people were expecting to get a key for the closed alpha to be able to play the game and test it out. It turns out that there was only about 1,500 keys available first day launch. They are currently working on it. The devs are currently working on getting more keys out to people, but of course 1,500 keys available to 15,000 people were not happy. So people started spamming their Discord and spamming their PR people, and everything became overwhelmed. They ended up shutting down their Discord, and they ended up kind of going dark for a few hours and tried to update everything. And I'm not 100% sure what the case is now with everything. It still seems like people are still waiting on keys. Yeah, that really ruined the experience for a lot of people straight away. But for the people who did get in, and for the partners who were able to showcase the game, I'm going to kind of break down what we saw. The guns in the shooting range and stuff looked pretty good. You were spawned in the shooting range area. It looked kind of decent. Guns looked okay. Everything seems to be kind of alright there, gunplay wise. The zombies, they're zombies, they don't seem very scary. They just kind of look like, they're zombies, they don't seem scary, they don't seem intimidating, anything like that. So like, okay, zombies, whatever. There was also a bear in the game that you could spawn in. You spawn in this bear, and it is the stupidest looking bear I've ever seen. It doesn't look any way bit intimidating or scary, and you could put half a magazine into it and the bear would be dead on the ground. It really did not look good. From my personal experience anyway, other people might have different views on saying it might look good, but from what I'd seen, I was watching DayZ Syndicate play it, and I've been watching Big Fry TV's videos, and I've been watching some of Pathfinder's videos as well on it, and it's not looking good. It's really, really not looking good. And then DayZ Syndicate also spawned in some vehicles. He spawned in the car, and he spawned in some other stuff as well. So the car in DayZ Standalone, the cars in DayZ Standalone, they jump up and down, they're kind of buggy and they skip around the place and stuff like that. In Dead Matter, they have the exact same problem from what I saw, and this is in offline mode. This isn't even on a server, this is purely offline mode, and cars are skipping around the place and they just look terrible. They look worse than DayZ Standalone's cars. They really, really do. I was shocked when I saw it, because I was thinking a different studio, maybe, DayZ is a bit unique. There's just something there. It's mainly server side as well. So I was thinking, this is offline. There's no way the cars are going to be that bad. I was actually expecting the cars to be quite good. And I gotta say, they looked absolutely crap. They were just skipping around the place. They did not look very stable at all. Now, they also, in the trailer, showed off a bicycle. So people were spamming in Lewis's chat to spawn in the bicycle. So he did. None of the animations are working for the bicycle yet. It doesn't seem to be very good in any way at all. Now, granted, DayZ back in the day didn't have bicycles. Didn't have cars when it first started off anyway. We're going way back now into like alpha stages of DayZ, and so you can give them that they're in the game, but my god, they're better off not being in the game because they're just so bad. Same with the bicycle as well. There was also a plane he spawned in, but the plane's not working whatsoever at all, so I can't even give out to him for that. Like, you know, DayZ still doesn't even have planes in the game technically. So also as well, the game didn't look like it ran very well, and this was in offline mode. You were getting between 50 and 60 FPS, and most people say, oh, that's perfect, you know, it's relatively playable. When you play other games, even on DayZ Standalone now, I get well over 100 FPS on most servers that I play on perfectly fine. Now, granted, back in the day, we're going back alpha stages of DayZ Standalone again, when it was on the old engine, it was pretty bad. It was really, really bad FPS, especially when you went into a town like Electro or Chernobyl, your FPS would tank down to 20 FPS. We don't know what the FPS is going to be like when it's on a server. Hopefully it'll be better. But from what we saw in offline mode, it wasn't that great. But we're going to have to wait and see again. And then there was a thing, going back to it again at the start of the video, where they had an NDA on just regular players who wanted to play the game. At least with DayZ Standalone back in the day, if you just bought a copy of the game, you could play it straight away. You were given a little warning screen at the start of it saying you understand that it's in alpha, and it was still in early development, and all was good. You could hop on the game and play it. But with this, you can hop on the game and play it, but you can't stream it, and you're restricted to a very, very small area, just basically test out guns. That's all you're getting in the alpha so far. To basically break down, will Dead Matter kill DayZ Standalone? As of right now, I personally don't think so. There was a hell of a lot of hype about the game. You know, everybody was hyping up. A load of YouTubers hyping it up. Then it released and it had a shocking launch, truly shocking launch, and they're still trying to fix everything that has happened since that launch. They're still trying to do damage control basically. So that has gotten rid of a lot of interest for players out there. Players just like don't care about it anymore. Whether in the next coming months or the next year or so will the game progressively get better, it is going to have to get better. And it's going to have to get better very, very fast, because there was a lot of work to do with it as well. We're just going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to sit this one out and just kind of hope to wait and see. And as well, at the moment with DayZ Standalone is currently in a place where the game is being worked on quite a lot. Modders are making amazing mods for this game right now. So in a year's time, DayZ Standalone is going to be completely different to what it is now. There's going to be a lot of amazing stuff, including maps, vehicles, weapons, the lot, you name it, coming out in the next year for DayZ Standalone. So if Dead Matter really wants to kill DayZ Standalone, it is going to have to work very, very hard to be able to implement everything and get servers working and make sure everything works within a year. Now, the game really, I don't even think should have been brought into closed alpha at this stage, because it is just not ready for it. Really wasn't ready for it whatsoever. That's pretty much it so far. Will I be playing the game? No, I don't have any interest in it. I don't even care for it. I'll still keep an eye on it. The reason I'm making this video was the DayZ podcast that was on last week. They did talk in the start of the podcast about Dead Matter. They had Pathfinder Plays on, and they had Archie Stormcloud on as well, who were the guests that week, and they were talking about it, and they had some good points to make about it as well. So if you want to listen to that podcast, I will link it in the description down below for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't think Dead Matter is going to kill DayZ Standalone. It's just going to be another one of those survival games. If the dev team work on it right in the next year, maybe it'll stay afloat. My honest opinion is probably not. It's probably going to die out very, very fast. Like 90% of the zombie survival games out there, it's just going to be a flop. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think down below. I'd love to know, especially from people who've played it. I'm only watching this from a kind of third person perspective of other people playing it. Really not looking good so far. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I should catch you guys in the next one. So peace out for now.